Hey guys, what's going on? Long time no see. Thank y'all for all here. I still know some you guys here again. I'll try to do it active. Hold on. All right, can you hear me now? Is that better? All right, guys, can you hear me now? What a pain in the butt. Why is this doing this?
Okay.
Okay, yeah, everybody can hear me. Good. Okay, cool. So this is what's been going on. Um, I had some issues. My grandmother passed away. I had some stuff come up with, just family stuff going on. I ended up losing my phone over the past week. Uh,
Like lost it for days.
yeah, for days, and it kept pinging all over town, and it was in the bottom of my kids' dirty clothes basket.
Yeah, their laundry basket.
It it was just it was a bad week. And guys, everybody, I guess it seemed like we were gone forever, but
It
of course,
wasn't that
it was
long.
only a week, 6 days, 5 days.
I think today makes 7,
Yeah.
but
So it's been crazy. We also my charger cat messed up a charger to the computer. It was one thing after another.
we just took it as a sign that we needed to just chill and spend time with our family and focus on real life stuff.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Regardless of anything, family comes first. This case has gotten way crazy. We tried to be, we've tried to be reasonable through this. We've tried to look at everything. Uh, you know, I don't know everything that's hit. I haven't caught up on everything that's happened in the past week. I've tried to today. Um, so I wanted to get y'all's thoughts on it. I wanted to hear everything that you. Thank you, Kim Shepard. Thank you, everybody, for the condolences for my grandmother. But yeah, that I'll talk about my phone a little bit though, because this thing was pinging at somebody else's house. I went to their door like 4 times. They wouldn't answer the door for me. So I really thought that somebody. I was like, I've not been here, but they obviously got my phone somehow. And so them not answering the door made me just more suspicious.
He was like, they were definitely inside. They definitely have my phone.
Yeah.
And yeah, it never even left our house.
And then it pinged across the road, across in the in middle of Main Street where I live. I'm out there at the middle of the night with a flashlight, looking around in a parking lot out in the middle of the road. Um,
Well, we kind of thought that maybe whenever he got in the car, he had laid it on top of it or something, and it just fell off because I did that one time. But nope, that didn't happen. It was just hanging out in our house.
Oh, hey, Lulu, glad you got to make it to alive. And guys, this has been rough 9 months. I'm gonna be real about a lot of stuff on this live. Um, I I don't know what is going on with all this with this phone issue and stuff. I know that I heard a little bit of what has happened. So correct me if I'm wrong. If just let me know if I get this right. Um, so they're saying Don had another phone,
Or the burner
a
phone or
burner
something.
phone or something, and when he went to jail, he gave that to Tim Mullen, and Tim Mullen backed it up onto his laptop or something. So I tried to catch one of the Glares lives this morning to try to catch up with what he and Candace had talked about, and we and I was listening to what they were saying, and she had said that the phone had went to the higher ups, and people are saying that she was referring to the PIs, and I think that that's probably true because she said, "Are they law enforcement?" And she said, "Well, I guess you could say that. Well, they're licensed in the state of Tennessee, but this is the first I've heard of any of that with another burner phone or anything. So completely, lost as everyone else was with that. Let's see here.
I want to address something that I saw the other day regarding the PIs because I saw something about people were saying that that people were under the impression that the PIs had backed away.
Somebody said, okay, it was his original phone. Go ahead.
Well, they were just saying that they were under the impression that the PIs had backed away from the case, and that's 100% not true.
Right.
They have been working very diligently on the case for months now.
So somebody said, what do you think about Ernie and his crew going to Candace's house to search all over again? Is that happening too? I didn't know that. Like I said, I'm going to be real about. Have you all talked to BK? No, we have not.
No.
That's a big misconception too. People think that we talk to Benny a bunch, and we don't. People think that we have talked to Candace a bunch. We don't. Um, we only spoke to Candace when we were up there when we were searching. Uh, you know, every week for a good part of last year. At the end of last year, the fall of last year. Um, that's
what we were doing.
That's what we were doing.
We were searching. We weren't going and hanging out at the Wells house. We weren't even going to their house. Pretty much every time that we were over there, we were not going to their house. We were searching.
This is what I can say. So Mama of Fives said, what exactly is the PIs doing? Who's paying them? They are not getting paid. They took this case pro bono. They've been on it since, very early on. All I can say for them is, we were allowed to do some ground searches with them. In the beginning, we were involved with that. We got the divers involved and the drone operators. That's what we were in. It's what we came in to do. That's what we wanted to be a part of, was trying to help find Summer. And that's what we've continued to try to do and look into things where, that you might be looked over. I don't have it. Hold on. No, I don't. Oh, I don't have it, Allison. I'm messed up. I can't read the chat now. But, that's what we wanted to do. And we didn't want to ever have Candace or Dawn up on our panel, up on our platform. And that's one reason we didn't. Candace came up one time unannounced.
Yeah, we had no idea that was going to happen. And we see how that went.
Yeah. And we kind of figured we didn't want that. We didn't want that to ever be on our we didn't want all that, that noise. It's not what it's about. It wasn't about Dawn and Candace. We wanted to find answers for Summer. And that, meant by going and talking to them the few times that we did, we, and I'll be very honest with it. We left a lot of times hurt because, it felt like we weren't appreciated. Nobody appreciated what we were doing when we came up there with days and days of searching and being, uh, you know, out in those mountains, trying to do what we could to find that little girl because she deserved it. And every day I was like, maybe just a little farther, just a little farther. Um, I don't know. It's just, it just didn't feel like it was ever appreciated. I said that before. It got worse as it went on. It just, it was, we took a lot of heat and a lot of crap on YouTube and everything because we tried to, keep the integrity of the investigation by not talking about a lot of stuff that wasn't already public knowledge and wasn't already out there. People are like, well, y'all are just holding stuff back and you're just doing this, you know. And if you want to talk about the Tim Mullen issues, I've been very vocal about how I felt about him from the get-go. Not a fan of the guy, have never been. And it's just what it is. I called out, I was the first one to talk about that NDA they were trying to have, signed up there on that property because I didn't believe, first off, I didn't think it was even legally legit. It didn't, the things that were asked of weren't even followed through by them. Tim Mullen didn't give it to us. Candace asked us to sign one day when we were up there, and then it said you had to take a picture of it holding it, and that never happened.
No. It said you had to have a recording of yourself saying something about it, and that never happened.
Right. Let's see here. I want to.
Right. It's called not interfering in an open investigation. Exactly. And that's what we were trying to not do. We wanted to try to keep the integrity of the case for Summer's sake.
Yes, if you want to say we put ourselves in the middle of an evil situation by trying to help find a missing child, because if there was a chance, Kim Claflin, that this little girl was taken by somebody else, we don't want that in our communities. We live here on a daily basis. We have children, and we just tried to put ourselves in a position of, hey, look, we're not gonna judge them and crucify them. We're gonna just try to help find this little girl because that's what matters. She deserves it. And I didn't get into the bash fest. I didn't want to be a part of that. That's not what I'm about.
Well, that's not our job.
Yeah, it's until it's at this very point, I don't understand. There still has not been any evidence pointing at anybody, and I don't know why that is. I mean, we have, we can all say from the get go. I think that it's been, pretty much confirmed through this, and I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's pretty much understood that Grandma and Candace and Dawn do not have attorneys involved, like representing them for Summer's disappearance. Now they have court-appointed attorneys over the custody with the boys. Don had court-appointed attorney over his, DUI and his violation of probation. That's what they've had. How could how can an attorney be an effective counsel for them if they're constantly on social media and speaking out on, their own platforms and this and that? There would be no way to represent them effectively in court. It's just how I feel. I mean, any lawyer would be like, look, I can't represent you. There's no way. And Let's see here. Let's see if that phone computer has any info about Summer going missing on it, then guilty knowledge would have lock up BK Candace and Tim for accessory after the fact for not telling. But there was nothing on. That's what I believe too, and I believe that, um, I'm just gonna be real about it. It is if how do I say this? Why would somebody take a phone that had something on it and give it to somebody else if they were covering up something? When they would destroy that if they ever thought they were going to go to jail or do anything. Um, you get what I'm saying? I don't. I tried to think about that. I was like, why would this one?
Mm-hmm.
This right here?
Yes.
Yeah, I know, but I was wanting to do this. The court-appointed attorney told Candace not to talk to anyone per Candace. That's about the boys, right?
I would assume. I don't know.
That is about.
We haven't seen anything that was said in the last week, but the only court-appointed attorney that I know of that she has is regarding the boys. Therefore, yeah, they were told not to talk about the boys because there was a gag order on that.
Yeah.
Because they are minors.
That's right. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm trying to think trying to catch what everybody's saying here. Yeah, well, that's exactly right. They said from the beginning that there's a gag order on that. That's why attorney would say if a judge said there's a gag order on this, nobody can speak about it, then that's, why her attorney would tell her not to speak about it.
And that's what it's pertaining to is the
right.
boys.
Exactly. I agree with this too. Law enforcement already downloaded all the data pre-Summer missing, so the phone's irrelevant. All that information.
Also, this one right here is Lisa 1970. There's no sense in getting a warrant for that phone because they can't use evidence that's been tampered with. It would be thrown out of court.
Right.
That's true.
And if that phone was handed over to private investigators, I'm sure that they did turn it over to law enforcement because that would be, wouldn't they? That would put their license at risk to not do so.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't believe there would be anything with that phone either. It's WAV files where you can put wherever you. The definition of street smart. Okay, so, this is what I've always known as being street smart. It's being able to conduct yourself around. Just it's more of a common sense being able to handle yourself on your own out in different situations. I guess more of a how would you put it?
Street smart.
Yeah. It's always been classified between there's book smart and street smart. There's people that are, smart as far as being,
like an intellectual level
yeah,
as far as academics, yeah. And then
I guess street smart just be able to conduct yourself on another level that are people that
well, just be able to kind of fend for yourself and take care of yourself and in ways that other people might not think of. I don't know. That's a hard. I'd never really had to think of a way to describe that.
Okay, Deborah Sharp said unless Cam Dawn had shady dealings and financial receipts on that phone, And how do we know Ellie had that phone? Maybe it was a phone that Don hid from Ellie. Well, that's what I'm saying. If there is anything on that phone, and the private investigators are the ones who did receive that from Candace. If that's who she was referring to as higher ups, then you know I would hope that they would turn that over. And if there's something on it, then there will be. There will be actions taken. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand that either. I don't understand why Tim. Okay, so yeah, like I said just a minute ago, uh, him downloading that on his computer is weird. Why would he be backing up anything?
Right.
What right does he have to back up anything and put it on anything? Now, does he have permission to do that? Yeah, that's weird.
Why is that necessary? Why would that be necessary?
I don't know. I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense why that would be. What's it say? Okay, Mullen backed up Candace's phone too. He said, "There's nothing Ellie wants. It's all silliness and smear."
Okay, a Mystic Firefly wants to know if we are a part of Ernie's army.
Absolutely not. I have never even, I've tried to speak to Ernie once or twice, and he's always tried to be rude back to me. So I mean, I have nothing bad to say about anybody. I'm not here to trash anybody, bash anybody. That's not what I'm about. And I'll shout out to Dolly earlier too. Look, I was able to go over there and talk to him. There was, I guess, a miscommunication. And he thought that I'd said something I didn't. I just said, look, I thought, it was cool. It was really cool going over there. I used to go over there and talk all the time. And I said, it just felt like I guess the temperature had changed over there, and it kind of wasn't, uh, you know, wanted over there anymore. And I explained that to him, and he was cool with it, and he changed that off of his title, and I appreciate that. I don't stand behind anything, especially if they're messing. If other creators are messing with his child and putting pictures, those pictures that he set up, I don't agree with that. That's wrong. Excuse me? No, I do not have BK as a mod in here. No.
No, I think they're saying some of his mods are also air mods. To be honest with you, that's just because there are some really good mods and they mod for other channels. And I mean,
yeah, I mean they do their thing here. They're respectful. They know how we do it over here. Right. That doesn't mean anything. I mean, we all look. Just because I have chosen, I tried this early on in this case to try to get people to work together, be able to talk to channels that didn't have same opinions. That's what we wanted to be a part of, and we saw that starting to happen. And that means everybody. I don't want to be. I want to be cordial with everybody. I'm not here to do that. We were here to try to make a difference and try to bring awareness to Summer's case and to do what we could as locals. We as locals, we thought we could maybe make a difference and go out there regardless. They they didn't want the public's help, but we were going to go places that, were kind of on the fringe where we could go and do what we thought was helpful. And we were able to, things worked out. We were able to get on private properties out in Beach Creek community. We did a lot of big searches out there.
Yeah, and with the property owner's permission.
Yeah.
And they were all very welcoming to allow us to come and do that.
So right.
We were just doing what we felt God was leading us to do in this situation when it comes down to it. We felt like we needed to try to help in any way we could. And since we are local, we wanted to be able to go and just put forth our best effort to bring this little girl home.
Right. Hillbilly Nitro, you said, let's think logically. Don and Tim are friends, correct? Right? Don trusts Tim and wanted his phone backed up. I'll wait for Don to speak out about it.
Right.
Right. Possibly. I don't know.
We don't know.
I don't know how they got along. I heard that there was times that they were all, not getting along up there. One time that Grandma had thrown Tim out the door, like physically thrown him out the door. I heard so many different things. I'll say this about it. We were able to talk to Sonia, Don's sister. We wanted to reach out to her and find out some answers from somebody that was, out, in Utah, that could give us answers, because we were hearing 9 months from Candace about Don being gone, and then it was 3 and 4 months at the beginning, and then we find out it was closer to 5 to 6 months, and she talked and gave us a more open picture about things. We asked her, because people were saying, oh, Sonia's the one that hired Don, an attorney. That's what Sheriff Lawson was talking about. So we asked her, and she said, as much as I wanted to, I can't afford to. But Don has stood very adamant that he does not need an attorney.
She said from the beginning, he said he didn't need one, that he didn't feel like it was necessary. So
yeah,
I think that's,
And then I listened to the Glares interview with Candace and this earlier this morning, and he's talking about Candace. He asked her if they ever had to get a search warrant to come on that property, law enforcement. She said no. They've been up here 9 times. I thought it was 7. They said, but she said it was 9 times that they came up there without a search warrant. But I don't know. Who knows the numbers? They're all over the place.
Well, moral
People's
of the story
comments
is
are being
that
deleted because they don't agree with the mod's comments. Not cool. What's happening? Please keep an eye on that and see what's happening.
The only thing that we ask, guys, is that we just don't talk about other creators. I know that the mods have been trying to say don't talk about other creators. That's a big thing. We just don't want anybody to be bashed, no matter who they are. It's better to just not talk about other creators.
Rebecca made it so. What makes you think that Sonia or any of these other people are telling the truth? Sorry, but chat's going by really fast, and I'm trying to answer them because that's what I made this whole lot.
It's just important to not talk about other creators.
It is. It really is. It is important not to talk about other creators. Sorry, wasn't trying to make that not important. I feel like Sonia was being very truthful.
I will tell you, just from speaking with her, she seems to be a very genuine person. She just seems to be very, very genuine, and I don't see. I don't know.
Tell why.
Really explain it.
She works in a career that she has to be pretty. She's.
You're held accountable for things, and you have to be genuine, and
you have to have integrity. And I don't feel like she has a reason to be dishonest about anything. Why would anybody put themselves in? Most of the extended family had never even met Summer.
Right.
I don't even think she had she? Maybe, or I don't know.
I don't really think so.
That's true too. And Bub said if I were innocent in there, I would back my phone up too. Oh, thank you guys for that are just coming in here. Sorry if I miss y'all and don't address you when you say something. I'm trying. And hopefully, I mean, if there is anything on them phones, and hopefully it did go to law enforcement. If there is anything, if they had anything to do with, you know, the disappearance of Summer, I wholeheartedly feel like they should be held accountable. But until evidence comes forward, I saw some, oh, ow. Until evidence comes forward, I just choose to not, persecute somebody till I have facts to back it up. And that's just the way that I would want it in my life. There was a channel that did something earlier today that said, people are saying innocent until proven guilty. That's that's the idea that I try to stand behind. We believe in due process. I believe that there should be, you should go into a court of law and have to be proven guilty and
not
proven
innocent.
innocent. Yeah. I feel like that. I just, I don't know. There's a lot of things that have made us raise our eyebrows. I have called them out. I've said when I didn't agree with things that didn't sit well with me. I've called it out and I've said I didn't sit well. If that involves the parents, then that's who it that's who I said was wrong. If they did something that was not right, I clearly said that. Um, it's just. But what do we have to go on? We can't sit here and say this is the most that pretty much we can say at this point in time. Um, do people did we know the house wasn't up to par and wasn't as clean as what everybody uh, would want it to be? Yes. Can we say that they were physically, mentally, or any other way abusing those children? No, we can't say that. There's no proof to that right at this point in time.
Right.
Despite everybody's beliefs and opinions, there's nothing that backs that up at this point in time. You hold on. Where's the charger? We're gonna die. There's nothing. I mean, until there is something that comes out that would back that up, there isn't. It's just opinions. We have lots of pictures of the children smiling, being happy. We have pictures of them. Uh, you know, People say because they were dirty in some pictures that they were uh, untaken care of. They played outside all the time. They were barefoot. Yes. But there's no at this point in time. There's nothing. We have no physical, tangible evidence that points at any of those things right now. All we have is the children are taken out of their custody. They're put into, a custody, into another foster home far away. Was the reason because, they're like we said, there's a gag order on it, but um, I feel like it could have been because of failed urine screens. I feel like maybe it could have been because of the situation at hand. I don't know. I don't know why, but I feel like if there was physical, mental, or SA involved, that there would be charges filed at this point in time. Terry, which part are you talking about? I just answered that one. What do I know about the whole phone situation? I had no idea about any of it.
None of it.
Until when did you tell me about it? Yesterday?
Yeah, but even all I knew was that there was something being said about a phone, and we really didn't know anything going on with it.
Right. And
we're still kind of in the.
And I'll get back to that. I don't want to get off of off the subject real quick. I feel like there would be no way that law enforcement you can't just hold back and not charge if there's crimes against children, correct? I mean, I would hope that if there was absolutely things that were as horrendous as people have made it out to be, there would be charges facing them at this point in time. I feel like that when they take them out of the home, that they would immediately charge. And I mean, I feel like that would probably be a standard of the state. I don't know. I did post in our community section Tennessee's DCS's policy for removing children out of a home. Okay, Deborah Sharp says, Cam, the dirty house, parents drinking and using drugs. Now, come on, Cam. How can SA be charged on Dawn concerning Summer without a body to examine? Listen, there's no proof to say that he did that one way or another.
Yeah, not to Summer.
Not to Summer at all. And, the things that happened with the sisters in the past, that doesn't mean that he necessarily did that to her. And I'm not taking up that. Look, I just said that there would possibly be failed urine screens. Did I not just say that? Did I not just say the dirty house? I said that. So I don't see how where you're coming at me with that. I just called all those things out. And I don't know how to go, what I'm trying to say here.
Because it doesn't matter how we say it.
It doesn't matter how
it
gets taken, gets twisted.
Yeah.
Look, it's trying to be fair to it. And look, there could be speculation on any of us. If anything happened to any of us like this, it could go all over the place. I'm just saying, let's wait for evidence that points to that. Do you feel? I don't know how to say this without being. Let's just say right here, isn't it funny that we don't know? It's correct. It's true. Go Bubs. I'm trying to find the C. It's true, yeah. I did say if that did happen, they would charge, but wouldn't there would be not just on the one child? You think it would be on all of them, right? I don't know. And that's another thing that we have to think about. These boys, you don't think these boys by this point in time would have spoken, said something?
Yeah, I mean, we really have to take into account their ages, how long they have been out of that situation now. I mean, any of them at this point could have, if the story did not go exactly the way that it's been told to law enforcement, then you would think that one of the boys would have cracked by now. Like I said, any of the boys at any of their ages, but you really have to think about little Waylon, because he's young.
He's not very much. He was 9.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Lance Taylor says, Craig, is it true there's a jury meeting on April 11th? I'm sure that the grand jury meets every so many months.
Yeah,
in Tennessee, it's how it does in every state usually. The grand jury will meet, and if there's any charges that the DA brings up, they put it in front of the grand jury and see if there's enough evidence to bound it over to circuit court or the higher courts. And that way, that's when usually you find out if indictments are handed down on charges. Yeah, that's true.
You read the whole thing.
I'm reading it here. It says, Cam and Allie, the more reasonable and fair you are, the more detractors will argue. Keep being you. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
I do too. And that's the reason that people are like, why are you going up there and helping? Why are you going to go help do this and do that? Because if there's a chance that those boys come back, I would like to have them to be in a better living situation. I try to do what we could to help them. Uh, because there has been. I'm sorry, but if you're not from here, you don't know. And there is so many accounts of children that get placed right back into situations far, far worse than what the Wells home was. Uh, it happens all the time. Thank you, Tennessee girl. I appreciate that. What?
I think it's that one.
Oh, the one above it. Let's see. I appreciate. All right, let's see. It's all we want at the end of the day is for justice for Summer. Whoever is responsible for this, whoever it is, needs to be held accountable.
Right.
Um, that's what it's about. It's about finding the truth for her. Um, like I said, we've called out things that we're not, uh, that we didn't understand and weren't, really, I guess, kosher to this whole thing. That you know, we never understood you. You had to be very careful when we spoke to Candace about anything because she would shut down or even just, tell us we weren't allowed up there anymore. That happened to us multiple times while we were, you know, uh, back and forth trying to go on searches. Told we weren't allowed back up on the property. We would hear it through somebody else, and then we would say, "What did we do this time?" Or it was just always something. Somebody said this, or somebody said that, or we were taken wrong, or this. I'm like, look, we're here to go where the truth goes, and
And we made that clear from the beginning.
right.
We told them that the very first time that we went on that property, and it is what it is.
It is what it is. So I'm sorry if I said we have to tell the truth regardless of what it is, and if that means we're probably going to say things that you're not going to like, because everything that they say is going to be looked at under a microscope. We know that it has been, and if it hasn't been dissected 1,000 times, it's been twisted and turned into something that it wasn't. Um, it's just been one rumor after another. Candace said they had lice. What other proof should there be? Right.
Proof of what, though?
Lice?
I don't understand.
What are you talking about? Do you know how many kids around here have?
Well, not even just around here, just children in general.
The schools around here they have lice checks.
They do. They have lice checks. I don't know how it is in other parts of the United States or the world or wherever, but kids, I mean, you have one kid that has lice, then they get close to another kid, and I'll tell you what, lice actually like clean hair too. So it spreads quickly.
Right, and that's another thing. People thought that we should go up there and be able to get all the answers from Candace, and that she had to answer everything. She didn't. She didn't have to answer anything for us. She didn't even have to talk to us about anything. We're not law enforcement. They don't have to. Hey, Jamie Howard, how are you? Why is Honest Rage putting my name in there? You see that? Did I miss something?
I don't know.
If that was the reason, I mean, I don't know if that was the reason why their head, the hair, her hair was shaved. I don't know if that was the reason. Maybe they were embarrassed to say that. These lice kids can get lice from sitting next to a kid on the bus.
Yeah, or just playing with them.
Yeah, playing with them.
And kids like to be around other kids. Little girls, they like to hug on each other. That's what they do.
Oh, Mystic Firefly asked my name. Yeah, I'm not Cameron, the one that's
Oh, good
spray
Lord.
painted on the building up there. I got called that so many times. They were asking if you was Camden or Cameron. No, I am not.
No, not Cameron.
Oh my gosh. I've had to fight those too. Hey, sweet dreams, how are you? Yeah, okay, so yeah, that's what I'm guessing too. And Analysit Analysit says Jackie P sounds like Don gave the phone to Tim before they got into court. Candace said cell phones aren't allowed in the courtroom. That's a fact.
That's
Court
true.
they will not allow you to even walk through the front door of the courtroom with a cell phone or a purse with anything on your person. They
You
have metal
really, the
detectors.
only thing that you can take in is like your car keys. And it
Yeah,
you can't have any sort of like sharp objects, no like little knives, obviously. But even little scissors or anything that would hang on your any little tools that could hang on your keychains or whatever. You can't have anything.
right. And that's what. Yeah, lice isn't the issue at all. I'm just saying that's some people. That's the way they were always taught was to shave your head if you had it. Um, I've always heard that there's shampoos and stuff for it. I don't know. I don't know if that has to. That's neither here nor there. There's. This is the fact of the matter. People saw people they didn't understand in this case. Does that mean that they were perfect in everything they did? Absolutely not. Have they handled everything correctly through this? Absolutely not. Have they been on other channels fighting with each other, cussing and doing things to each other? Yes, they have, and it's been crazy. Um, but we're neither their keeper or their protector or anything. We saw just why we took an oath not to have Candace Nordon up on our platform. She came on there unannounced at one time. We saw how that went. We didn't want. That's not what we wanted to do. That we didn't want to come into this for that reason. It wasn't to be about Dawn and Candace. It was to be about Summer, and it turned into something that was completely the opposite.
Well,
Um,
a lot of this case, the focus has been taken off of Summer.
yeah.
And that's the sad truth. But we just,
Did y'all know they were alcoholics and drug addicts? They have been very. Candace is very open that she has had a drinking problem since before the boys were
yeah,
born.
that's what she told us.
It's what she told us at the beginning.
Yeah.
Um,
She said that that was an issue that she had before she ever had the boys. So,
and Don said that he had went to drinking after this happened because it was legal. Um, they went into I'm sure it was a spiral. That doesn't make it right. I'm sure that this was I don't know. Well, I don't know what they know, if they know anything, or if they're being 100% and don't know anything. I find it hard to imagine that you could be as intoxicated as some of the times they were on live streams on channels that were asking them some really hard questions and not have, you know, they say a drunk man never lies. I just don't see how they wouldn't have slipped up worse or said anything worse than they have. I don't know why I don't know why there was just nothing, no evidence on the property to go on. Why? Why? Do I see them being capable of outsmarting 160 something search agencies that came in to try to look for Summer at the beginning? I don't. I find it hard to believe that that could happen. Um, I don't know what the truth is. I would like for the truth for Summer's sake to come forward, but I don't know. I don't know how we get there. Oh, Tennessee girl, thank you so much. Thank you. You didn't have to do that. Thank you though so much. Did I? missed something. Sorry, guys. I just that's the one thing that stumped me through this whole thing is Jamie, we've missed y'all too. Thank you. I just don't see how there was just nothing. You know, I don't. What?
Aussie Trisha.
What'd she say?
Thank you for that, by the way. She said, I have lost count of how many times you have had to say your name. Glad your phone got lost. It's been a complete circus.
Yeah, I am too.
Summer has gotten lost in all the drama.
We've been called implant.
Implants.
That's what they call it. It's implant. It would be a plant. Is what
Yeah,
they would say.
not
They said, "Are you?"
implants.
Somebody asked us, "Are you implants for this case?" I'm like, "What is an implant?" And no,
I
I'm
mean,
not a boob implant.
That's
Thank
what
you.
I was going to say. I know what implants can be, but
And no, we were not.
no.
Just Lake says, "Do you know what an alcoholic blackout is?" Yes, I do. That's when somebody drinks so much they don't realize what they did and they forget what they did. I can tell you this. So Candace, her time of drinking during the day, she starts at like 5.
Yeah.
It's like a routine thing. Um, that's another thing that's been took into account. You know, we knew very early on, before law enforcement ever announced it, that they had passed their polygraph test. That was a big thing too. I'm like, um, okay, so Amanda T. Don had his other issues with other substances before uh, Summer goes. He's been battling those for many years. You know, he would be sober for a few months, and then he would go back to it. In his, his drug of choice is cocaine. But as far, I think that he did drink. That's why him and Jose got in a fight. They were drinking that night. But yeah, that's his main thing is he likes his other indulgences. When D said Allie's daughter was H. What now? Yeah, see, I mean, yeah, and then but there was, hold on, I'm getting lost. What? Hold on 1 second, guys. Look, chill. Oh, let me see. What now?
I'll tell you later.
I don't know who that is. Sorry. Yeah, no, I didn't miss all that. We did live streams on that one. Constance Sue still has something to say. Yeah, I talked about all that. The Andrew, Jeffy, and drama, and Jeffy and Jose, all that. I talked about that, and I called them out on all that.
Last slide,
Yeah, that was the last slide. I did 2 of them. There was the first No Way Jose, and then No Way Jose number 2. Watch those. I call, everybody was trying to take his word for fact, and I was like, don't put all your chickens in one basket just yet. Don't don't count your chickens before they hatch, because I wanted to fact check things that he said, and there was a lot that was way off. If he was telling the truth about any of it, I seem to question now, because a lot of it was pretty bad. I mean, why lie about something so insignificant? I don't get it. Is Terry, who's she talking about?
What?
Him and I received today. lots of emails with clips about. Did Dawn go missing for 5 days after Summer got gone? That's going on. Okay, so there was a point at the very beginning, Sandpaper, that Candace said that Dawn, she woke up and Dawn was gone, um, and she didn't know where he was. Uh, he what? I mean, and he did leave on a couple of his little hiatuses, and like the one time when he said he went to Tennessee and he bought $2,000 worth of cubs. Like, what are you talking about? I don't even know if he was being truthful with that or what. I don't see. He said that the cops were following down there the whole time. I just don't see that they would let him get away and do the things like that. I don't know. Maybe they are building a case. Who knows? I don't know. Look, I strongly believe that there's so much going on. Let me see here. Y'all can hear a voice telling Candace, girl, call Hunter. Creepy. What? Neva said, I still believe there was someone behind that. Look, there possibly could be. We've called out all the people, the weird people that have affiliations to Ben Hill Road and the things that have been said around there. I'll tell you this, and I don't know if I'm on the right person, but it seemed that way. I'm working on something with Jose. So there was this, Fred Hill said that there was something said that, about a white Chevy HHR that was parked on Beach Creek Road, and it was there was 3 guys there. He saw it for a couple of days leading up to Summer going missing. I looked up some Jose Romans, and I found one with residents in New York and in North Carolina with the same ex his ex's name and owning a HHR. And I was like, is there something to this? I was like, is Fred Hill telling the truth? I don't know. Trying to put that together. I don't know, all his credentials yet. I was trying to put that together. If that's true, and there's, that's something big. It's just been always, there's some way to make everything. I'll tell you this. So this is what I'm trying to say. Anybody you look into in this case, in around Beach Creek, they own a Toyota Tacoma around the same year model. It's like every single thing makes it so hard to put anything together. There's just, and this is what I wanted to go in about. And this is very important. I feel like I've been trying to say this every live stream I do, and I forget it. So in the Carly Trent case, they encouraged the public to be a part of finding that missing little girl. They wanted the public's health. They encouraged it. They said we couldn't have done this without the help of the public. And and look how quickly they found her. They found her within a week in Hawkins County on Donnie Lawson's property by Donnie Lawson and a preacher friend. So the TBI agent said if it wasn't for the public, and then when this case happened, they didn't want the help of the public whatsoever. I didn't understand it. I don't know why. Then people said, with Sheriff Lawson making the comment about, them, they're not cooperating to poke the bear. I don't see what a logical, what kind of tactic that would be, and what you would gain from doing that. Do you? I mean, how would you know that you're going to say that and Benny or Grandma's going to talk?
Yeah.
You would not.
There's no way he could have known that she was gonna
No.
come. out and talk that day.
Another new one came out named Crystal. That's the one with the Brits. And it says, I've already looked into her too, Crystal. All right. Mods, please not argue with people in the chat. If there's a comment that needs removed, just delete it and move on. We're here to help. Thank you. Yeah, please, people, let's be cool in chat. Let's just we just wanted to come back and talk to everybody. What now? If you listen to ELP, you can hear the voices talking to Sita. I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Miss T, you said as when D phone call said Allie's daughter had a hot. He didn't say that. He said the poor girl has. Oh yeah, that is what he said. That is true. No. Okay. So I'm not going to speak about anybody's names and their identities because that's that's not what I'm in here to do. And these people have put um their careers on the line and done everything out of their own pocket to try to help with finding Summer. The PIs have been for all everything we know have been very upstanding and tried to do the best they could for this case. They've really tried to help. They've been on multiple ground searches. They were on top of things before, before people even knew about certain things. They were doing what they needed to do to try to help. Nobody hired them. They came and offered their services pro bono. They have helped find a body before. They helped find a missing person in the area before too. So they're experienced, they're licensed, and they're trying to do the best they could. Why do people go live and not show their face? Do you want to know why I didn't tonight? Because I lost my partial, and my front tooth partial too with my phone. So I kind of don't want to go on here being all toothless and stuff because that's but I will tell you about it since you wanted to ask. But I always
and
usually
because I worked for 13 and a half hours today
Mm-hmm.
and don't really feel like it.
Let's see here. Hold on. No, I'll do this real quick. Let's see if that'll. Hola. Does that matter? Are you happy? I'll leave it on for just a second. What's going on? What am I missing? I'm trying to keep up, man. This chat's going so fast. No, they're not made up. Let's see here. I'm trying to get caught up on everybody's. Give me just a second. Thank you, Jay. Well, I appreciate that. Here, let me turn this green screen off. I think it's getting. Here we go. All right, guys. Let me see. I'm trying to get caught up here. You gonna sing tonight? Not tonight. Look, we're gonna, and I'm gonna keep trying. I don't know what tomorrow holds. I don't know if we're gonna be able to help as much as we have in the past. I want to. Um, do y'all Kim and Alec teeth or no teeth? We love you anyway. My mom got a double root canal done on my front teeth, and it Kim got a fresh cut, looking clean as always. Now my mom got a double root canal done, and she didn't get them capped, and they broke off, and so I had a partial, and I lost it over the weekend. I don't know how I lost it. It was already broke because it was cheap. Okay. Yeah, I hear what y'all are saying. I don't know what's going on in the chat, but I'll check up for it.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to turn the camera on just because somebody.
I know. I know that, but I did it anyway because I don't have nothing to hide.
That's their problem.
I know. But I mean, I don't have to. I just wanted to show. I mean, I'll turn it on if it's a big issue.
It's not a big issue, though.
Right. Let's see here. Anything else, guys? Let's see. Any other things y'all want to let's talk about? Oh, who was that? Lucas caught. I watched a chat last night. That was good. Like cracking cases, they sing. Cracking cases praises about the great work y'all done. Keep it up. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Look, guys. I mean, that's all we want to do is help through this. We don't want to be, I didn't want to do this for any other reason but to help find Summer. That was the whole reason we wanted to be a part of this, was to help do something positive. If it helped us, and it helped me in the beginning with keeping myself, focused on something and having something to put my energy in to, and we really felt like we were trying to make a difference and be a good example to things that were happening. And um, we saw when the people came into town how that all went crazy. Um, if you, yeah, I'm not going to call out any other creators. I'm so tired of all the fighting that's gone on. Kathy 117. As far as I don't know if she's there or not anymore. Kathy. Thank you. Thank you, Ice Queen. Truth hurts at Mr. Calling animal control on the snake. I don't know. That's the thing too. I don't know why they're going. I don't know if they are going out and searching Jody Sue and Andy's property multiple times, but I know that Polly Bernard has property on um, on Fields Road too. I don't know if that's exactly where they were searching. There was just a lot out there. I wanted to make a trip out there. We were supposed to be going out there and driving through and filming some stuff. Oh, thank you, Amandale. Talk about the screenshot Biddy showed with your name on it. What are you talking about? If I know about it, I'll talk about it. What is it? Thank you, Terry. And Mr. E, tell me what screenshot you're talking about. Thank you. Hey, Ange Carter. Thank you for being a member. Hey, Most Bliss GG.
Oh,
I saw
hi.
where you tried to call me earlier today. I'm sorry I missed that. Couch Detective came on 5 days out from a complete knee replacement. Please pray for his pain to use up on me. Absolutely, we will. You guys pray for me too. I've been going through it too, and for Allison too. She's been having a rough time with stuff too. It's been crazy. Allie H's mom saying Candace didn't change Summer into her swimming suit at her house. That backs up Candace. Yeah. Well, we already know that Allie lies. She said that she uh, wasn't at the parade when Candace said she said that stuff to her, and then she says on the interview with the Bullhorn Betty and JLR and them that she about hit Candace with the car. So we've caught her contradicting herself too as well. Rebecca Bass, what y'all? Somebody explain to me what people are saying here, please. What screenshot was Mr. E talking about? And Rebecca Madison also asked Candace if she told you something he didn't want told. Very suspect. Now, what was the one thing that was said earlier that was about the phone? If it, or we that it, he was played on. What was it, Natasha? Did you said that was played? That
That he had said something about, did we know about the phone or something? And she said no or something.
said that asked it Candace if we knew about the phone and said no. Yeah, that was something on one of their phone calls.
I'm telling you guys, when we tell you that we have not really seen anything in the last 7 days, we mean that. Natasha gave us a quick rundown in like 5 minutes.
She said,
And
"Wow, you really don't know anything, do you?" It's like, what? No, we don't. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I mean, that's it.
I mean, for real. I mean, like when I said we weren't on here for a week, we were not on here at all for a week. Let's see here. Yeah, Natasha's awesome. Thank you, Natasha, for everything you. Thank you to the other mods for everything y'all do too. Camp Hope was mentioned in the beginning and then gone. Camp Hope is that foster home or what is? Let's see here. Yeah, every one of them. They did not none of them. Andrew, this Jeffy guy, they all lied about the time they were here. Why were they? Cam, stop protecting the wells all the time. How are we protecting?
Please tell me.
Please tell me how we're protecting when we're sitting there calling out things that don't make sense.
Stop bashing other creators. Please tell me when we've done that as well.
Exactly, BK called you out. What are you talking about? For real? I mean, here, look, I'm gonna give you the link right here to come up, and I want you to come up and discuss your issue with us. Because this is the best way to get to the bottom. I can't do this. This is for Kim Claflin right here. There's the link in the chat. Come up here and talk to me about it. wouldn't let me. There it is. There's a link. I'll be for real. I want her to have her opinion. I want her to come up here and speak about what she feels. Yeah, she ain't gonna come up here. I know that. Look, I'm not saying nothing about any other creator. I don't. It's just somebody trying to cause dissension and problems. Look, that's about it. I'm gonna call it a live. I guess I'm gonna call it. Yeah, let's see. Cam and I have nothing to do with what BKs and BKs never said anything about them. Look, we went through our issues early on in this whole thing, and try to be cordial with each other. That he does his thing, we do our thing. That doesn't mean that we're affiliated in any type of way whatsoever, and that's not fair that we get placed in that. Yeah. Oh, you don't understand. Here, why wouldn't you? You didn't want to take the link, Kim? You got a lot to say. You can surely come up here and we'll talk about it. Stacy, you don't have to go nowhere. Let's see, 779 in here. Nice. I appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you for thank y'all for joining me tonight, and me and Allie. And we, sorry that we did take a break. We're gonna try to stay on top of it this time. Yeah, I know. That's we came back one day and we were almost dragged into drama, and that's not what it's about. Ain't got time for that. He didn't say anything bad about y'all. He was just asking if y'all. It's just weird. He asked him if y'all had it. If we had the phone, look, I'll be the first one to tell you. If anybody tried to give me any kind of phone, anything, I would say you can hand that over to law enforcement right now. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to have anything to do with it. That's not, that's not what we were, wanted to be a part of. When we were on searches, if we found anything, it was, immediately turned over to law enforcement.
Tennessee girl.
What?
Thank you.
See, you don't have to stop.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Now, that's awesome, man. Y'all are awesome. We appreciate it so much. We really do. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Christine Dean. Thank you, Jayla. What I can't understand is why everyone in this case lying about a 5-year-old missing child summer. To me, it makes no sense, and I pray that they find exactly. That's what I said to me. Why? Obviously, all these people can't put together when Jose came down here and they all came down here. There's so much secret around that time. People are saying so many different things I didn't understand. She deserves the truth. Excuse me, I got choked on Mountain Dew. Cam, please reread chat. I will. He asked if Chris had the phone. Not us, right? Okay. Debbie Bumware said, did the body cam of Dawn on the way home from Utah ever come out? No. What state was that he supposedly got pulled over in? Was it Utah or was it?
I don't know.
And then
It was just on the way home.
on the way
from
back,
Utah.
yeah. Thank you. We're gonna be back more. Yeah, I am. I'm ignoring it. It's not about any of that.
I want to say something that has happened in the last week. I actually met one of our subscribers while I was at work.
That's true.
And it kind of blew my mind. But just whenever you see this, I hope you know that I hope you're doing good, and it was nice to meet you.
Kim Clapham, we specifically said that Candace was not being truthful about that time too.
Yeah, we have specifically said that everybody in this case has told lies.
Everybody has told, we clearly on when Candace came up on our live and announced that she said three different things
about what story?
About what Allie said to her at that parade, and then said the 9 months thing, and then said everything else. If you knew and listened to what we say when we do come on, people would actually hear a lot more than the speculation, thinking that we just cover for everybody and everything. We call them out quite often. And if it doesn't make sense, it is what it is. Truth is the truth, and it hurts sometimes. True. Okay, thank you. Down Not So Sweet says exactly, y'all were not brought up in the phone. Good, thank you.
And Natasha said he said exactly what she said that he said.
She said, Lori Kennedy, I watched the interview with her in the Glare this morning, and she said when she said higher up, she was talking about, he said, what do you mean? Is that law enforcement? She said, I guess you could say that. I feel like she was probably talking about the PIs. I'm not 100% sure, but that's who I believe she was referring to. Thank you, Firecracker. That's true. Justice for, let's drop hearts for Summer. That's what Purple Hearts, please, for Summer Moon Utah Wells. That's who matters in this case, nobody else. Lady May, look, we've called him out from the get-go and said that he was some strange things. If it wasn't him in the first place that set out to put a smear campaign on us in the beginning, I don't know. I can't say that for a fact, but it seemed that way. A lot of things that we'd already dealt with kept getting brought up by certain people. And I've not been a big fan of Mr. Mullen from the beginning. He's tried to be in control of and push people out that were trying to help, people that were really doing things to be helpful. We were told not that that Summer should not be put on a pedestal, and I said yes, she absolutely should be put on a pedestal. She's the only one who matters in this, because she is a child that is helpless in this, and is defenseless, and absolutely needs to be put on a pedestal and should be the main focus of everything. Let's see here. Yeah, I believe that's it for us. Let's see. I'm trying to make sure. Innocent, yes. She's an innocent child, a defenseless child. And, it's a sad, sad situation. She should be placed on as the main priority through everything. I just, I don't understand why uh, things have been handled the way they have in this case from, all aspects. A lot of it doesn't make sense. I hope it can come back together at some point, and pieces can start to fit, together at some point. Let's see here. Thank you, guys. Let's pray and let's roll out of here. I was trying to give everybody a chance to talk to them. I was trying to click on everybody. I'm sorry if I missed anybody. Thank you, Melly RN. Bonnie Lambert. Let's see. Do you know if they asked Candace to do another lie detector? And she said no. I think that at the beginning, Hawkins County came and asked for another lie detector test or something. I think that's what Don said, and he said that he would comply if it was TBI or FBI, but not Hawkins County. He didn't trust them. Okay. Hey, Tiffany Marie. I didn't even know you were in here. How are you doing? Y'all know about the phone? I've said it multiple times to this. No, I did not know anything about that phone.
Yeah, we still really don't.
And still have no idea about it, really. So there was Couch Detective asked for prayer for her knees. Let's just pray for Summer. Let's pray for the truth. Let's pray through all of this deception and inconsistent stories and everything that the truth can come out for Summer. Above all else, it's Mullen, not Mullins. Tim Mullen, Mullen. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't agree with some of the things Hawkins County's done either. I've been very vocal about that too. Thank you, Jane. Don't. Thank you, guys. Okay, I guess that's it. Is there anything else? Anybody else got any prayer requests? We'll pray real quick. We're going to pray for truth and pray for, unanswered prayers. I know everybody has them on here. Even if you don't know you got one, you got one. I ask for prayers for us too, please, if you don't care. Lawson's already reelected sheriff in February. Okay, Brianna B. I will try to answer the emails. I've been behind. It's going to take me a while, but I will do.
Yeah, we will get to them. We haven't even looked at the email in a week, but we will.
Judy Johnson said pray for her granddaughter. They find the truth. Tiffany, I haven't seen anything that's been going on. I appreciate it. I'll try to catch up on what you've been talking about too. I haven't. I only got to watch really one thing today. Yesterday, please keep him in your prayers. Okay. Yeah, thank you all. Let's pray and let's get out of here. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you all so much. Thank you so much for loving us when we all always deserve it. When we shy away from looking to you for answers, God, let us know that you love us no matter what we do, and that we will always find peace in your shadow, Lord, is because we know that you protect us. We know that you pick up the load and make it easy for us if we put our faith in you. Let us have trust in you, Lord. Lord, I pray that, um, Lord, that when we fall away, that we find ourselves back to you and find the truth and peace that only you can deliver. God, I ask that you just bless the people that have asked for prayers in the chat tonight. Um, Couch Detective, we ask for her healing with her knee, that her pain goes away, and that she gets back to 100% very quickly, Lord. We ask that Judy Johnson, that you give answers to what is going on with her granddaughter. Um, and we ask that you put peace in Judy's heart and give her the strength to carry on through this. Dear Heavenly Father, I ask that uh, just breathe your healing life into Candy Aldridge's husband. We ask that you just let his chemo go well and healing be in and his life and put a peace in Candy's heart as well to be able to stand strong for her husband. Lord, we ask right now that you bring truth out of all this mess that has happened in this case with for 6-year-old Summer Wells, Lord, that you just bring answers forward and let, if anybody is responsible for her disappearance, God, we ask that they be held accountable. We ask that the truth be told and that there be no, I guess, no um, misunderstanding of who is responsible for doing this. Let there be 100% truth. Let that person be brought to justice, or those people be brought to justice, if that's the case, God. Um, Lord, we just ask that you put conviction on the hearts of whoever uh, may be responsible for this. And Lord, if she has walked away, like law enforcement has said, that put the people in the right place, the right time to find her and bring her so we can put her to rest, Heavenly Father, and just find answers as to what happened. Lord, we ask if there's anybody in this chat right now that is uh, reaching out to you, that you answer prayers for them right now, that you meet them right where they need you, even if they don't even know they need you. Maybe if they're not even crying out and know that they need your help, Lord, you know that they need you, and you know right where uh, they need you in their life right now. Lord, we ask that you heal anybody that has a sickness or disease in their life. Lord, we ask that you just we rebuke those things are not of you, God. Sickness and disease and just hate and just the evil in this world is not of you. Let us be of God and not of this world, and try to strive to be better than we were yesterday, today, and the next day. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Amen.
Thank you, guys. I'm sorry I had to kind of got long-winded. Words weren't coming to me on that one. Look, guys, I appreciate y'all so much. I really do. You guys are amazing. Try not to be gone as long as we were this last time. We appreciate everything y'all do. Y'all caring for us and reaching out and worrying about us, that means a lot. I mean, who would ever thought that y'all would care when we were taking a week break?
Yeah.
Citizen Gills, that happened at Churchill Rescue Squad, not Hawkins County Sheriff's Squad. People do embezzle money. A lady embezzled money here where I live too. Yeah, that did happen at Churchill. That's true. And the weird thing is too that they take the reward fund goes down in April or June.
June 15th.
June 15th. Well, they put a limit on it. It would have already been down.
No, it would have been down months ago.
Months ago. They were going to take their reward away 6 months in if people wouldn't have spoke out. Insane. I don't know what's going on. It's just crazy. Amen. I haven't said that in 10 years. She said, "See, that's awesome." Well, God, it's not about where you go to church, and it's not about being a part of a huge uh, label. It's about your relationship with God, and then moving forward. It's as long as you're reaching out and praying to Him and putting your faith in Him, you can't go wrong. Strive to be better than we are, today. Tomorrow will be better every day. All right, guys, I appreciate y'all so much. Look, remember, at the end of the day, everybody wants justice.
But justice doesn't have to be carried out with hate.
We'll see you on the next one, guys. I appreciate it again.
See ya.
Oh no, my outro stopped. I'm gonna do this again.